Good evening from Florida. I'm Holly. Hope everyone has had a wonderful past few days and a blessed today, Tuesday, March 3rd. Anyway, this evening, retirement isn't what it was, and why so many seniors are rethinking their own next chapters. Something has quietly changed. And I think a lot of people over the age of 55 are feeling it now, but not saying it out loud. Retirement isn't what it used to be. Not financially, not emotionally, and not structurally. Tell me in the comments below, are you seeing more people go back to work after retirement than ever before? Let me know. Make a comment down below. Here's the interesting part. Are you seeing more people go back to work after retirement? Here's the interesting part. Some are going back because they have to, but some are going back because they want to. Big difference. What changed? Factually and historically. 30 or 40 years ago, retirement meant pension, lower cost of living. One income household carried and covered everything. Social Security was stretching further at that point in time. Houses were way under $150,000. Today, inflation is different. Healthcare is different. Many pensions are history, gone. People are living longer. Cost of everything has literally shifted. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, more Americans over 65 are working now than at any point ever in decades. That's not an accident. But here's what no one talks about. It's not always desperation. Sometimes it's identity. The emotional side of the coin. Work gave structure. Work gave us routines. Work gave purpose. And when that disappears, something is missing. It feels missing. Let me ask you something honestly. Have you ever thought to yourself, I'm not done yet. I still have a lot to go in my life. That doesn't mean you want a 40-hour corporate job. What it might mean is you still want contribution. You want growth. You still want your brain engaged. You still want to matter. And that's not competing with the youth. That's wisdom evolving. I personally have reinvented more than once. Real estate, writing, building online, creating communities. And what I learned is this. Experience is not outdated. It's under-leveraged. I write books, I garden, I rescue animals, I build small digital assets, I mentor, and I create communities. Hi, Badger. Thank you for joining. None of that competes with 25-year-olds at all. Here's the value of senior experience. Here's something really powerful. People over 55 have pattern recognition, emotional regulation, emotional recognition, long-term thinking, crisis navigation, and people skills. You can't buy that at 23 years old. Youth has energy, yes, granted. Experience has depth, and depth wins instability. Some unexplored options for many. There are so many ways to create a next chapter that don't involve clocking into a building. You can write, you can teach, you can actually consult, whether it's gardening and document it, build small online income streams, share knowledge, create your own community, mentor, sell a skill, package your wisdom. It doesn't have to be loud. It can be steady. If you don't even know where to begin thinking about that, I put together a free, and I repeat, free first step guide that just helps you get clarity for yourself, your own wisdoms that you may not even realize that you have, which has got a lot of value. Clarity is more important than hustle. You don't need more noise. You need direction, simplicity, and a starting point for yourself. Your next chapter isn't about proving anything. It's about designing something that fits this season of your life. Hi, Flo. Thank you for joining. Let me ask you, if money wasn't the only factor, what would you love to build for yourself? Anyone care to share that? Let me know. I mentioned what I've done, but that's me. Everybody has their own self-worth. Anyone over in 50s on up, we've got experience. We've got wisdom. And we've got a lot more quality than we give ourselves credit for. And anyone young in youth, which is a blessing for them because they're just building, but they don't have what we have. And that is what I've been talking about since I came online this evening. So think about that. As I mentioned before, I know I'm not done, but I don't know what's next. If you're in between that space of it, I did create a free guide, no strings, seriously. It's about 9 pages and I put it together. It took me a little while, but I'm sharing that with anyone that's looking to find out what they're looking for in their next chapter. Whether if you're 45 even, and getting to that point of thinking about where am I going, what am I doing in my next chapter. This is of value for anyone that's interested. And there's no pressure, no hype, just clarity. The link is in my profile if you're interested. And once again, it is free. Feel free to grab it and check it out to see if there's an idea in there for you, but at least the knowledge of the steps on how to create and build something for yourself. Because people of mature ages, that's a nice way of saying it, and have a tremendous amount of wisdom, we don't give ourselves credit for. And you don't have to have any competition with youth, because that's something they will get when they get to be in their seasoned years. So feel free. As I said, the link is in my profile. I read something recently that stuck with me. You are not starting over. You are starting wiser. Retirement isn't the end. It's a redesign. And redesign takes intention. Tell me in the comments if you have anything or what your potential next chapter may be. If I can help you with any of that, let me know. Otherwise, feel free, check out the free guide. And if you have any questions, shoot me an email. And I will be back again, most likely Thursday, same time, same channel. And I hope everyone is safe, healthy, and has a blessed, wonderful evening. I'll see you again on Thursday. But seriously, check it out. It's well worth it. It's free. Good night.